This will be for the con assignment, Systems of Inequalities Graphs. All right, so just some notes before we start. Let's say you want to graph y is less than or equal to x plus 1. Okay, here's the line for the graph of y equals x plus 1. And remember that the y-axis determines how far up down the graph is. And remember that the inequality symbol always points to the less than side. So if you have y is less than or equal to x plus 1, you have the graph for x plus 1, and since it's everything less than or equal to that, you basically have to shade everything that is underneath that line. All right, so that's what it would look like. You shade everything underneath the line. All right, really, it goes to infinity. It includes everything underneath the line to infinity. All right, now that's when it's less than or equal to. If that line, the equal to line, is not included, then the line for y is x plus 1 will be a dotted line. So instead of a solid line like so, what you would have is a dashed line. So the line would be a dashed line. All right, and the dashed line means that the line itself is not included. Okay, so in this case, it's less than x plus 1. It's everything under that line, but the line is dashed. The line is not included. All right. Now moving on to y is greater than or equal to x plus 1. Once again, recall that the inequality symbol points to the less than side. All right, so this is y is greater than or equal to x plus 1. This is the graph of y equals x plus 1, and since y is greater than or equal to that, you shade everything above that line. Okay, so everything above that line all the way to infinity is included. All right, and if you don't have that little bar there that indicates it's also equal to, let's say it was just y is greater than x plus 1, then once again this line, instead of being solid, will become a dashed line, okay, because the line is not included. So the line just becomes a dashed line when it's not also equal to the line. So this would be y is greater than x plus 1. So here we have y is less than negative 3x plus 1. Y is greater than or equal to 2/3 x. Which graph represents the system of inequalities? Okay, if you look at these graphs, the slope and y-intercept of all these lines on all the choices are the same. Okay, so that part we really don't have to worry about. And in fact, on all of them, the green line is solid and the blue line is dashed. So we don't even have to worry about whether or not it's equal to. All right, they handled that part for us. But this one has a negative slope and this one has a positive slope. The one with a negative slope is less than. All right, so let's check that out and make sure. Right here, this is the one with the negative slope. Remember, a negative slope goes down and to the right. Okay, so that's a negative slope, and we can see that everything is shaded underneath that line. So A is okay. On B, the one with the negative slope, it's shaded above that line. So B is no good. All right, and it's not going to be answer B. All right, let's see. Answer C. On this right here, remember the one with the negative slope is less than, right? So this one is okay. Answer C is okay. And answer D, you can see right here in answer D, they did not shade this part here less than the line, so it's not answer D. All right, so I'm just doing process of elimination. So B and D are out of the question. Now let's check out the other one. For the one with the positive slope, 2/3, it's greater than or equal to. So find the one with a positive slope. That's the green one right here. And is it shaded greater than or equal to? No, it's not. Right here above this line, it's not shaded. So it is not answer A. Let's make sure C is correct. All right, answer C, we see the line, the green line with the positive slope. It's shaded all above that line. And the one with the negative slope, everything is shaded below that line. By process of elimination, it's answer C. All right, so y is less than or equal to 2x. Y is less than -3/4 x minus 2. All right, let's look at the graphs first. We can see all the lines match, okay? As far as slope and y-intercept, as far as dashed and solid, they all match. So we just have to worry about shading above or below. This one has a positive slope. This one has a negative slope. Okay, but in both cases, it's less than. All right, we don't have to worry about if it's less than or equal to because all the lines are the same as far as being dashed or solid. All right, so in both cases, it's less than. All right, now you can see in answer A, right here, the part above that line is shaded, and also above that line is shaded. But we wanted less than, so it's not answer A. Moving along, again, in both cases, it's less than, but right here, we see they shaded above both lines, so it is not answer B. Moving along, answer C, in both cases, they shaded below the lines and nothing above the line. So C is correct. Just to make sure, answer D, right here you can clearly see they shaded above the two lines. So it is not answer D. So our choice for C was correct. All right, last one, we have our two line equations here. If you look at the graphs, okay, this one has a solid green, this one has a dashed green, so we're going to have to watch out for that. But other than that, the slope and y-intercept are the same for all choices. All right, so we don't need to worry about that part. Okay, here we have one with a negative slope and one with a positive slope. The one with the negative slope is greater than, it's not equal to. So let's make sure the one with the negative slope is a dashed line. All right, this one's okay. This one's okay. Answer C is not. See, this here has a negative slope, but it's not dashed. Okay, so it's definitely not answer C. And answer D, they're both solid. All right, but in this case, one of them should be not equal to. One of them should be a dashed line. All right, so it can't be D because D has both lines solid. All right, let's keep going here. And B can't be correct either because one of them is equal to. So one of the lines is solid, but on B, they're both dashed. So B is no good either. So the answer has to be answer A. All right, so just remember, if you don't have the equal to part of the inequality, the line's going to be dashed. If you do have the equal to part, the line's going to be solid. If y is less than, it's everything under the line. If y is greater than, it's everything over the line.